What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. What is the most effective rep range for muscle growth? Great question. So it used to be back in the day, we used to think 8 to 15 reps was the rep range for muscle growth. And going back, we thought 5 reps, well, that's gonna be strength. 3 reps, power. We've actually found out a lot through scientific data, through anecdata, all these things, what actually works the best. So what we found through data is that anywhere between, let's say, 4 and 25 reps, you will get equal hypertrophy, equal muscle gain. Well, hypertrophy response, let's say, whether you're doing 4 reps, 25 reps, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter as long as you go within the same range of failure. So if you have 1 RIR, 1 rep in reserve, or let's say 1 to 3 for muscle gains, that means going to failure. RIR means reps in reserve until failure. So if I do 1 RIR, that means if you held a gun to my head that I would be able to get 1 more rep. That is failure, right? That is failure. When you can't get 1 rep executed with proper range of motion, that is beyond failure. So we know that going beyond failure might not increase muscular gains and also might inhibit your body's ability to recover, making recovery longer, meaning you can't hit that muscle group as frequently, thus allowing you to make more gains. So we know that going up to failure or slightly below failure, like let's say 1 to 3 reps in reserve, that you're going to get the same amount of hypertrophy response, whether you have 4 reps or 20 reps. We know that. We know this. It's been demonstrated in data over and over and over. It's been replicated. So when we're formulating something to make muscle gains, we want to, number one, we want to create the least exhaustion, the least potential for needing more recovery as possible. We also want to elicit the most hypertrophic response as possible. Let's talk about pre-workouts. See, a lot of them just get you spiked and then you crash. The crash is crazy. When I take a pre-workout, I don't want my heart beating out of my chest. I can't do a set to failure with that. No, I want something that gets me focused. I want my mind to just go, I'm gonna get all the weight. I want my body to feel like I can go crush it, make the gains of my life. That's why the pre-workout I use is Ambrosia Kinetic. Ambrosia Kinetic is the greatest mushroom-enhanced mind and body performance booster pre-workout ever created. Go to TigerFitness.com now. That's TigerFitness.com. Coupon code MAHA, M-A-H-A, MAHA. M-A-H-A, Make America Healthy Again. And you get 10% off, not just Kinetic, but the entire site. Go to TigerFitness.com now, save and make the gains you've been wanting. Meaning that, what can we do? What is the minimal effective dose of reps to get that full recruitment of muscle fibers to lead to hypertrophy without leading to needing more recovery, right? So if I'm doing 25 reps, and I have 1 rep in reserve, I have 1 rep till I'm completely failed, will that take me longer to recover from than if I did 4 reps with 1 rep in the tank? Meaning I could have done 5 if you completely made me do it. Yeah, doing 25 reps is absolutely going to take a lot more time to recover, going to lead to more systemic fatigue. So if I want to get the most out of my muscle, the most out of my gains, and take the least amount of recovery, I'm choosing lower reps. I'm not choosing the higher reps. That means that for me, and based on all the data I've read, and a lot of credit goes to Paul Carter at LiftRunBang1 on Instagram for unearthing a lot of this or interpreting a lot of this data for all of us to see. So we look at all these studies. What I would recommend, you do 4 to 8 reps. That's right, 4 to 8 reps, in my opinion, is the sweet spot. So how do you progress from that? Well, basically you get a weight, because we know that progressive overload is also a large determinant in how much muscle you gain. So you pick a weight that you could get around 4 to 5 reps with. And each time you can, let's say you're doing machine bench press. Let's say you have a weight, you get 4 reps, the 5th rep you can't do. Boom, perfect. The next workout, you try to get 5 reps. The next workout, 6. Once you get to 8 reps, where you could do 8 reps with 1 rep in reserve, you increase the weight. and do the same thing. You get 4 reps, 5 reps. So your progressive overload, plus you're also hitting that magical rep range where you don't need as much recovery time to be able to hit that muscle group again, but you're also stimulating all those fibers, getting all that growth. So the old adage of higher reps build muscle, higher reps lead to hypertrophy, it's been dispelled. So a lot of guys will be like, man, for muscle gains, I'll get like 8 to 12 reps. And that's cool. 8 to 12 is good. But would you be better off doing 4 to 8? So there's a caveat to this. Let's say you got bad joints. Let's say you got achy elbows. Pick a higher rep range, right? Maybe pick 8 to 12 or 12 to 15. Because if that's the case, then going heavier where you fail at 4 to 5, that might hurt your joints a little more. So if you had bad joints, there is a caveat. Nothing's black and white in training. Nothing is absolute. But what we do know is that if you do have achy joints and doing heavy weight that you can only get 4 to 5 reps with hurts your joints, you could get just as much gains doing 20 reps or 15 reps as you would. You just might take longer to recover. Hopefully that answers it. But if your joints are healthy, if you can do the movement properly, 4 to 8 reps. If your joints are not healthy, the goal is to go within 1 to 3 reps of failure or reps in reserve, 1 to 3 reps of failure doing those higher reps. And the 1 to 3 reps, here's why that's kind of BS too. How the hell do you guess if you have 3 reps in reserve? Like, how do you know that? I know when I've gone to failure because I'm like, eke it out. And then, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. So I usually just go right up to failure where I can't do 1 more rep. I usually attempt to get that rep. And if I can't get it, I just bail out. You can't do that on things like squats. You have to use your judgment what 1 to 3 reps is. But for anything like a hack squat or a pendulum squat or a machine bench press, anything machine loaded or something that you don't have to fall, basically squats you can't do it with. Bench press, you can have someone lift it. You kind of tell on bench press. If that last one, you're like, don't go for another one. No need. Unless you're trying to do forced reps. But if you're simply going after hypertrophy, forced reps aren't really necessary. I do believe there's a case for forced reps. That's a whole nother video. And that'll confuse the shit out of you if I get into when and where to do forced reps. But the bottom line is 4 to 8 reps. If your joints are good, go higher up to 20 reps or whatever weight you need to go within 1 rep shy of failure without hurting your joints. Hopefully that helps you guys out. By the way, go to tigerfitness.com. That's tigerfitness.com. Coupon code MAHA. Make America Healthy Again. MAHA gets you 10% off the entire site, including these shirts are in stock. We have 6 different colors of these shirts. They are dope. They are awesome. They fit perfect. Shows off your guns. tigerfitness.com. Support us. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell. Support us by going to tigerfitness.com because, well, getting the perfect rep range to get all those gains, that's not a game.